Hello everybody, welcome to Dakman Productions and welcome to Conrail. This video is going to be Big Blue Series Part 2. And for those who don't know, well, the word "do" is French for two. So we are at Part 2. At any rate, so yeah, Part 2 is going to be nothing but my Lionel Conrail. So if we go back to the part 1 of the Big Blue series, I mentioned that I'm going to be doing a collection run by manufacturer of my Conrail Trainz. So part 1 was on my episode Conrail. If you missed it, please go back in my Conrail playlist. You can see it there. This video is going to focus on the Conrail made by Lionel. And it is quite the collection. So what I have in store for you today is a 40-foot long train. So I kept putting all my, I'm like, wow, I got more Lionel Conrail than I thought. So yeah, it's 40-foot long. So it's just a tad bit longer than my layout, because my layout is actually 35-foot long. So good thing I got a long layout, because I can actually run a 40-foot train on it. So looking forward to this. I did a pre-run to make sure that everything was going to be happy running for this video, because sometimes, you know how it is, you'll put trains together and you might put something too heavy in the back and you got a derailment. One thing that helps out, and I will recommend to anybody who wants to run long trains and have a high rail O-gauge layout, forget about 054 if you want to have long trains or heavy trains. Don't do it. I'm going to tell you right now. So if you go with 054, your average train length is going to be about, maybe about 15 cars, 18 cars, and that's going to be about it. Once you start piling more on it, then it's just going to pull off in the curves. That's just my experience. It's not my opinion. It's actually happened, because I actually went 054 and that was a big mistake. So I ended up pulling all that apart. Went 072 thinking that would solve everything. And again, once I got into making long trains, we're talking about 40 car, 50 car now trains, is what I like to run once in a while. You know, I'll put, you know, a 20 car train together and watch it run, but I like stuff longer than that. So yeah, even on 072, I was having problems. Once you get up to 40 and 50 cars, it's still wanting to pull off in the curves. I found, for me, 080 is minimal of what you want to have on your layout if you're planning on 40 plus cars running on your track, on your layout. Not to mention having a layout long enough to do it on too. So 080 in my experience is bare minimal. I've seen guys, you know, running 096, which is probably what I should be running here. It's a perfect curve, but I don't have the room for 096. I barely squeezed in 080 on this layout. On my last major rebuild a 3 years ago. I forget how long it's been. But anyway, I'm just glad that I have, you know, a layout that can accommodate these long trains, because that's what I always wanted to run. That's what my main goal was, is I wanted to run these long 30 to 50 car trains on my layout. And without having problems and dealing with issues and pulling off in the curves. And so I finally figured it out the hard way. So that's my advice for those who want the same goal as me. Now, if you want to run the shorter trains, by all means, you know, 054 is fine. But I learned a lot the hard way, the school of hard knocks, I guess you could say. So take it from me for that little bit of advice. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to run this now. As I say, the train itself is 40 foot in length, and when you see what's on this train, you'll see why it's 40 foot long. Oh my God, it's so cool to see this. And I'd like to thank one of the viewers. He really made my day for the comment, made me laugh. He's like, yeah, I watched your Big Blue series part 1 Atlas O video. He said, remind me of Noah's Ark, you got 2 of everything. I just started dying. But yeah, when it comes to Conrail, I got this, I don't know, bad habit of I want every road number that you just made of that. And if they made 2, I'm going to buy both of them. And sometimes Atlas O will make 4 different road numbers, and I'll buy all 4 of them. So yeah, I guess that's almost like a gambling problem. But at least when you know, I buy 4 different road numbers, it's mine to keep. I didn't gamble it away. It's an addiction, I guess you could say. Whether it's good, bad, otherwise, that's everybody's own opinion. But I just gotta have the every road number that they made. So we're going to go ahead, quit babbling, and we're going to do this Lionel Big Blue run. And let's get going.
Down about empty. Gotta get to the main line.
Okay, before I end the video, once again, this is my Lionel Conrail collection in scale size. So those were all true scale sized O-gauge trains. Nothing in there was semi-scale. So I did want to mention that. Also, just like in the first video, part 1, this is not a for sale video. It would take somebody offer me a ridiculous amount of money to buy the stuff in this train as well. So if you have any questions about what was in there, so you can search for it on eBay or at train shows, you're not sure what it is, a product number, make sure you get me the time frame in the video where you saw it, like 0.541 minutes. What is this boxcar, whatever have you, something similar to that. Now, before I end the video, I wanted to talk about this Lionel Caboose. I did mention it in a unboxing video, but I want to mention it in this one as well. So this is a Lionel Extended Vision Caboose. This is the camera caboose, or the cam caboose, and the Conrail quality road name. You'll see the quality logos here and here. This was the only Caboose Conrail had that had the quality logos on it. Number 22137. Number 22137 actually survived and became a shoving platform for a Conrail shared assets in North Jersey. So it sits up there in the North Jersey yard. It was looking pretty rough there. So the management decided to give it a makeover, and they repainted it. However, when they repainted it, they did not go back to the quality logos. They just left it with the can opener logo, which is this one here. So they originally put a can opener logo in place of the quality logos. Management didn't like that, so they had them paint over the quality logos in blue altogether. But I'm just glad that there is a Conrail Caboose that was preserved and at least repainted back to Conrail again. Thank you for watching this video. So the Big Blue Series Part 3 will be my MTH collection. That will not all fit on this layout. I have to split that up, and I'll make it all one video, but I'm going to have to split up showing different train runs on that one, because I just have too much MTH Conrail to put it all on the track at one time, like I've done with the Atlas L and the Lionel. Okay, we'll catch you guys trackside, and we'll see you later. Goodbye.